Hey there, this is Red. It's time for another episode of Red Plays. All right, what we've got on the board today is Magneto. So we've got Magneto out here. Just take a quick look at him there. Magneto 2's all the way across and all my awesome magnetic powers. All right, so we're going to take Magneto against Klaw, and it's been a while since I've played Klaw. So let's take a look at Klaw here real fast. So we've got Klaw. The special thing about Klaw is he's going to get an additional boost card when he does his attack. All right, so we're going to start off here. Let's make sure we've got things going right. We have underground distribution. So I've got Klaw 1 and Klaw 2. Got standard encounter set in there, and I've got Masters of Evil in there. So search the encounter deck for a defense network side scheme, reveal it, shuffle the encounter deck. Advance to stage 1B. So we've got the defense network is over here. It says when revealed, place an additional 1 threat there. So, okay, so let's place an additional 1 threat there. So it starts with 2, and we're revealing, so we're going to put 3 out there on that. Might as well put it here. We'll drop 3 on there. All right, and we flip over to 1A. All right, when revealed, discard cards from the counter deck until a minion is discarded. Put that minion into play, engaged with the first player. All right, this is kind of what we were hoping for because Magneto has a bunch of stuff that kind of works with other allies and enemies being out there. So if we get some minions out there, we can do some fun stuff with some of Magneto's powers. So let's look for a minion. Let's see. First off, let's grab the whole deck here. And what do we have there? We've got Klaw's Vengeance, Immortal Klaw, Assault, Sonic Boom, Advance, Masters of Mayhem. My obligation card, which is nice to get out of there. Shadows of the Past. Wow, okay. Except for we haven't hit a, there we go, Armored Guard. All right. First thing to come into play is an Armored Guard. Now we got rid of a lot of good stuff, but we went through a good chunk of the deck also. So we've got an Armored Guard out there. Velasquez is engaged with you. Can attack the villain because he's got guard, and then he's got toughness. He's going to start off with 3 health. So give him a tough status card. There we go. Boom. All right, now we need 6 cards to start off. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. What do we have here? We have a magnetic missile, a strength, a noble sacrifice, face the past, you got this, and Cyclops. So a magnetic missile is the discarded minion with wrapped in metal attached. Deal 5 damage to an enemy and stun it. That would be nice. Just they don't have a wrapped in metal. All right, we've got a noble sacrifice, which is discard an ally and heal. That's not going to do us any good, so that's going to go away. Face the past. Not ready to bring that out this early. Let's set that aside. So we've got you got this, which is after you exhaust your hero, make a basic thwart, discard an ally, add that. We're not ready for that either. And then we've got Cyclops that costs 3. After he enters play until the end of phase, increase the amount of damage that enemy takes from each attack by 1. All right. Which could mean he might take out the Armored Guard, but we'll see here. All right, so let's draw our other 3 and get back up. Wow. Resources, resources, resources. All right, so we've got a new recruits. Play only if your identity has the X-Men trait. Each player chooses 1 set-aside new ally and adds it to their hand. You need to remember that part of it. Adds it to their hand, it does not go into play. Last time I think I dropped it directly into play. We've got Kid Omega. So after he enters play, spend another resource, an energy resource, deal 1 damage to each enemy. Or a mental, remove 1 threat from each scheme. Okay, let's see how we want to play this. So we're going to start at this point. We're going because I got all my cards, and we've got Eric out there. And after you change to this form, shuffle the top 3 cards of your discard pile into your deck. That doesn't do me any good because I'm already in this form. So we're going to flip over to Magneto. Magneto has pull, which is discard cards from the top of your deck until a magnetic card is discarded. Add that card to your hand. So I think we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to use our pull. So we're looking for a magnetic card. White Queen, not magnetic. Electromagnetic Blast. All right. remove 3 threat from a scheme. That's not really going to do us a whole lot, but it's a resource. Okay, so where do we want to start off here? I can bring Kid Omega into play. If I can do that, and then spend 1 energy resource, which would be my electromagnetic blast, I could do 1 damage to each enemy, which would take the tough off of the armored guard. So I think we'll start there. We will bring Kid Omega into play. Move this stuff out of the way. Kid Omega is going to come into play. Use my strength to play that. All right, and then I'm going to discard Electromagnetic Blast to get my energy resource off of there. So then I can use his ability, which says spend an energy resource, deal 1 damage to each enemy. All right, so Armored Guard is going to take 1. His Tough is going to go away. Klaw is going to take 1. All right, now we're going to go ahead and bring Cyclops into play. So 3, we're going to spend our Genius plus our Magnetic Missile. Keep wanting to say Magic Missile. Too much D&D. All right, Cyclops comes into play. It says after Cyclops enters play, choose an enemy until the end of the phase. Increase the amount of damage the enemy takes from each attack by 1. All right, we're going to choose the Armored Guard out there. So he's targeted at this point in time. And then we're going to go ahead and put new recruits into play. We'll just put it on the side over here. And it comes with 2 on it. Boop. Okay, so how do we want to start here? We actually haven't done anything yet. So let's exhaust Kid Omega. He attacks for 2. We hit the Armored Guard, but the Armored Guard's targeted, so he takes 3. All right, so Armored Guard is out. Boom. Kid Omega takes 1 damage. Consequential. All right. So I want to get the defense network out of there. It's not all that big of a deal yet, but it could become a problem, I think. Also, I could get the new recruits out of the way. So let's, we'll exhaust Cyclops to go ahead and thwart. He'll take 1 consequential from that, and we'll get new recruits out of the way. Now, new recruit says it's going to go into my sideboard, and I choose 1 set-aside ally and add it to my hand. All right, so I need to go look at my set-aside allies. Drink with the game is good. All right, set-aside allies. I've got my choice of Surge, Blink, Indra, Annul. Feel like I'm missing somebody. I think it's that 4. So what do we want to go with here? So they each have a different little boost. So he's a better thwarter, she's a better attacker, he's got more hit points, and she gets toughness if she comes into play. Let's go with Surge. We'll get some attack going here. I think with these allies, we may need that. All right, so she's in my hand. All right, exhausted. Let's go ahead and exhaust to thwart off of the defense network. So we're going to take 2 off of there. And it's down to 1. All right, that's going to be the end of my turn. Going to draw back up to 5, hand size 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I need to unexhaust my stuff. So lots of unexhausting needs to happen here. All right, so what do we have here? We've got Master of Magnetism, which is just 2 resources. We've got my helmet. So the helmet is exhaust to generate, well, I get steady, and then I can exhaust it to generate a resource for magnetic cards. And I have Won't Stay Down, which says play only if your identity has the X-Force X-Men trait. And it's a support. And then alter ego action, discard it and get an ally, X-Force or X-Men, from my discard pile to my hand. All right, that's part of Magneto's Cycle the Allies thing. Okay, so we are done. We're going to go over the villain's turn. So first up on the villain's turn, we're going to put 1 threat on the main scheme. because it says one threat on the main scheme. All right, next up, Klaw's out here. He sees Magneto, so he's going to attack. Klaw's got his special boost, so he gets 2 cards, 2 boosts when he attacks. We're not defending against this. We're just going to take this attack. So he attacks for 0. This boost is 2 more. And then the next boost is special. Give the villain a tough status card. Okay, so he hits me for 2, and he gets tough. All right, so we'll drop a tough out there. He hits me for 2. And now we're going to see what our encounter is. Counter card says Assault. The villain attacks you. All right, so he's coming at me again. Well, last time didn't go all that bad. I think we'll take it again. All right, so he's going to get 2 boosts. 1, 2. And we get boost number 1 is 2. Boost number 2 is 2 more. So he hits me for 4. Okay, that hurt. So now I've taken 6 damage total. So 5, 6. That hurt a little bit more than I would have liked. And he's tough. But that's the end of his turn, and it's over to my turn. All right, what are we going to do now? We've got a couple of allies out there. He's got that tough on him, which is really annoying. We have Defense Network is almost gone. We have lots of resources. And you know what we're going to do? First thing we're going to do is we'll go look for a magnetic card. So let's see here. Oop, first one is Magnetic Missile, which is great, but I need to have a minion wrapped in metal, which I don't. Okay. Let's go ahead and we'll use our energy to bring Surge into play. All right, she's got +1 attack. So I'm wondering if I opt to not attack and use that as my rest for this turn or not. I have to think about that one. I don't have anything to kind of ping the 1 damage off of him. I would like to get my helmet into play. So let's use my Master of Magnetism and my Won't Stay Down. Ooh. Or I could use Kid Omega to thwart out the Defense Network, bring him into play, use him to ping Klaw and take the tough off of him. But I think building is probably better for me to build my sideboard up. So we'll do that instead. We're going to use 3 here to get my helmet into play. All right, we will use Kid Omega to attack and take off the tough. So Kid Omega attacks. He's attacking for 2. There's the tough. Tough is gone, but Kid Omega is now out of play. All right, we will attack with Surge. Surge has, let's double check there, she's got 2 +1 attack. All right, so she's attacking for 3. So we're going to exhaust her. She attacks for 3. That's going to take Klaw from 11 down to 8. She takes 1 consequential damage. All right, Cyclops. Do I have Cyclops attack, or do I hold him out? Or I could have him get rid of the Defense Network. That seems kind of like a waste. All right, we're going to flip over to the Eric side. So it says, after you change to this form, shuffle the top 3 cards of your discard pile into your deck. So that, and that. Would I have been better off playing it differently? No, I don't think so. All right, I'm going to shuffle these into my deck. And we're going to exhaust and we'll recover 3. So exhaust, recover 3. That's going to take me from 6 back to 3. And I think we're just going to sit on Cyclops this round and not do anything there. All right, so I'm finished. I'm going to unexhaust. I'm going to draw cards after I get done shuffling here. So I'll get one more little riffle shuffle. All right, unexhaust, unexhaust. Draw back up to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, I got Kid Omega back. All right. We also have Metal Shards. Metal Shards is deal 7 damage to an enemy. If the stack defeats the enemy, gain a tough status card. All right. I also have this Noble Sacrifice, which says discard an ally you control, heal damage from your hero equal to the ally's printed hit points, and give myself a tough status card. I might know what's going to happen to Cyclops this next round. All right. But we're done on my side, so now we flip over to Klaw's side. All right. First thing, 1/3 in the main scheme. Next thing that's up, Klaw is going to see Eric out here, so he's going to scheme. He's got a scheme of 2. He's going to boost and put Weapons Runner into play, engaged with you. All right, so Weapons Runner is going to come into play. All right, so he's just going to scheme for 2. And the Weapons Runner is going to scheme for 1 because he came into play now. All right, so now we're going to draw our encounter card. Encounter card is Caught Off Guard. Discard an upgrade or support you control. Oh, so that's my helmet. It's the only upgrade I have. I just got it. Paid a pretty penny. Now it's gone. Oofta. All right. But that's the end of the villain's turn. It's over to the hero's turn. Okay, so we can... Do I want to heal up now? Because I'm probably going to sacrifice Cyclops, I think, to get the health back and to get the toughness, which would be awesome. Let's see here. That's a noble sacrifice. I do have a You Got This. Which would let me attack double. If I hit him with Metal Shards, I could defeat him and then potentially stun him, which is nice. If I get Kid Omega into play, I'd have to spend 2. I wouldn't have enough to do my Metal Shards. All right, anyway, let's flip on over to Magneto. We'll use our pull, so we're going to discard until we get a magnetic card. Not a magnetic card, not a magnetic card, not a magnetic card. That's a magnetic card. Hey, and it's my double resource. Nice. I could very much use that. Okay. If I use that to do Metal Shards, then let's see here. Do I use my magnetic missile to do Metal Shards? So that's going to do 7 damage. I could potentially defeat Klaw with that. The underground distribution is getting awfully close to popping now. So that's a bit concerning. I could do a whole bunch of thwarting this round and take that out. Let's see here. I think that's what we're going to end up doing here. So we will exhaust. Problem is, if I exhaust my allies, I'm going to get rid of them because they only have 2 health. Each of them only has 2 health. And I need to get rid of the defense network first. I forgot about that. Defense network needs to go. Okay, so let's exhaust Magneto. And we'll thwart and take out the defense network. Okay, we need to knock Klaw down a damage. So we will attack with Surge. Well, do we even worry about that? Because I could metal shards the weapons runner, which is way overkill, but it would get me the tough status card also. And then I could thwart to knock that down. Both of those go away. Yeah, let's do that. It's a big cost, but we're going to spend 3 to do metal shards on the weapons runner, which takes him out, but as part of deal 7 damage to enemy, if the attack defeats that enemy, I get a tough status card, so I get tough. Alright, that's good. I'm tough. Okay, now we're going to exhaust both of these to do thwarting, which we can do 4 thwarts. We're going to clean this up pretty good, but they're both going to take enough consequential damage that they're gone. This is way against my usual fight as fast as you can and try to defeat stuff, but I need to knock that down. Alright. Now I can bring Kid Omega into play and do 1 damage to everything. Or let's see here. Yeah, I think we'll do that. We'll bring Kid Omega into play. Boop. Actually, let's use these 2 to bring Kid Omega into play, and then we'll spend the 1 to remove 1 threat from each scheme. So underground distribution goes away. Actually, I probably should have played that way different thinking back now, because I could have brought him into play, used that, got rid of the defense network that way, and went off of underground distribution. Okay. Exhaust Kid Omega. He's going to attack Klaw. He'll end up taking 1 consequential, but Klaw's down to 6. Alright, we're done at this point. Unexhaust. Draw cards. We're going to get back up to 5 cards. So we've got a Magnetic Bubble, Squared Off, Won't Stay Down, Electromagnetic Blast, and Master of Magnetism. Magnetic Bubble, let's remember what that one does. So I get Retaliate 1, and when I would take damage, it goes to the bubble instead until it takes 6 damage. Alright. I don't remember what Squared Off. Squared Off was the discard cards from the counter deck until you discard a minion, put that minion into play. Play an ally from your hand, reducing its cost by 3. Okay. I don't have any allies in my hand, but that could be cool. Alright, villain's turn. 1 threat on the main scheme. Klaw is going to see Magneto out there. He's going to come to attack. I've got tough, so I'm just going to take this. So he gets 2 boost cards. And we get a weapons runner. He's going to come into play. And we get Whirlwind, which is a boost, which deal 1 damage to each hero. Which makes my tough go away. Which is annoying. But also, weapons runner needs to attack now. So weapons runner is going to attack. I'm going to take that, so I take 1. Okay. Need to draw a card. Card says, boom. Melter. The engaged player must defend against Melter's attack with an ally they control if available. Alright. Melter attacks for a lot. Alright, end of the villain's turn. We're over to the hero's turn. Oh, things are going kind of wonky. Alright, so Squared Off would put a minion into play, but I would need an ally in order to do something good. Let's use our pull and see if we can get something magnetic. We got a metal shards. Okay, that will be handy to take out the melter, because we need to, and we might as well start there. Ooh, I would like to get my magnetic bubble out. I don't think that's going to happen. So I do think I need to take the melter out. So let's start there. We'll go zap, zap. Metal shards, 7 damage. Melter's gone. I get a tough status card. Alright. Next up, still got that weapons runner hanging out there. Let's use our squared off to get a won't stay down into play. So I have to do it on my alter ego side, but it's a support, so I can put it into play. So we'll put it into play. It's going to stick around out here. All right. Let's exhaust to attack the weapons runner. Weapons runner goes away because I attack for 2. And we'll just not do anything with Kid Omega this turn. All right, and we'll be done. So we're going to unexhaust and draw back up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, deft focus would be good to get into play. So exhaust deft focus, reduce the resource cost of your next superpower card by 1. And let's see here. We got Asteroid M, which is an alter ego. Discard pile into your deck and heal 1 damage from your identity. Could be useful, especially we're probably going to do that somewhat soon to get our won't stay down. I would put it back in my hand, which would have been nice for the squared off, but too late at this point. Do need to get my magnetic bubble out there. I don't have the 5 in order to spend, but into my turn. We're over to Magneto's turn. We're over to Klaw's turn. What probably needs to happen is I need to take another drink. That will make me make better decisions. All right. Klaw is going to hold on for a second because we put 1 threat on the main scheme at the beginning of every turn. Next thing we've got is Klaw is going to see Magneto out there. He's going to come to attack Magneto, but we've got tough, so we're going to take it. So he's attacking for 0. He gets 2 boost cards, and we get discard 1 card at random from my hand. No! And boost, if this activation deals damage to you, exhaust your hero. Okay, so I'm going to take no damage, which I guess means my tough doesn't go off because I'm not going to take any amount of damage. Well, that's kind of cool, but I also have to discard a card at random. Not fair. We'll see. He'll probably assault at this point. That's what likely will happen. All right, so we're going to discard a card at random. Oh, no, my asteroid. Okay, so that makes it easier to choose what's going to go away. All right. Next up, we're going to get our encounter card. Encounter card says Klaw's Vengeance. Klaw attacks you. If this attack deals damage, place 1 threat on the main scheme. All right. Klaw's going to come to attack me yet again. This time, I'm not going to block it. He gets 2 boost cards. We get boost card number 1, which is 3. Boost card number 2, 4. I take 4, but tough negates it. So we don't put anything on the main scheme, but my tough goes away. Boom. All right. Didn't work out like I thought it would, but it worked out in the end. All right, end of villain's turn. Hero turn. First thing, let's do some magnetic pull and see if we can get a magnetic card. So, no. Yes, Magneto's armor. Okay. So, let's think about this. When I flip back over, I'm going to put my top 3 cards back in. And right now, that's a squared off, an asteroid M, and a squared off. Oh. So my magnetic bubble is a superpower. Magneto's armor is just super in and of itself. So I could, but I would have to spend my magnetic bubble to get my armor out, which I really don't like the idea of doing. I could use my You Got This to get a deft focus out there. I could, a possibility for this turn would be to attack with Magneto, do a You Got This, which would discard Kid Omega, add his power to Magneto's, I could potentially take Klaw out this turn, but I don't think my board is not built up to allow me to take out Klaw at this point. See, if I spend stuff first, let's see here. If I spend 2, then I don't get Asteroid M back. Well, I wouldn't go back into my deck. I would really like to get Magneto's armor out there, because Magneto's armor is awesome. Gives me boost when I use my magnetic pull. Makes me a lot more powerful. Oh, let's see here. But that's a superpower. So I could, if I got a deft focus out, I would only need to pay 2 in order to put up my magnetic bubble. So let's do that. We're going to use a deft focus to play a deft focus. Okay. Then we're going to spend 1, 2, and our deft focus. We'll exhaust that. So my next one only costs 2, so we'll get a bubble out there. So I've got Retaliate 1. All right. So we will flip over to Eric at this point in time. Shuffle the top 3 cards of my discard pile, 1, 2, 3, back into my deck. All right. Now, the question is, do I use won't stay down now or after? I could have Kid Omega attack and then get him back in my hand. Or I could have Kid Omega... I could have Kid Omega thwart. Let's do that. We're going to exhaust Kid Omega to thwart for 2. We'll take the 2 off of there. Kid Omega goes to the discard pile. Won't stay down. Alter Ego action. Discard this card. Return an X-Force or X-Men ally to your hand. So Kid Omega comes back to my hand. All right, we will exhaust to heal for 3. All right, we're done at this point. Gonna remove all of our stuffs. We're going to draw back up to 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, there's finally I have a wrapped in metal. Now that everything's off the board and it doesn't matter. Okay. End of the hero turn. We're over to the villain's turn. We're going to put 1 threat on the main scheme. Next up, Klaw. Sees Eric out there, so Klaw's going to scheme. He's scheming for 2. He's going to boost it. Another 1, so he's going to scheme for 2. And then we're going to draw our encounter card. Encounter card is... advance. Oh, he's going to scheme again. Bad news. So he's going to scheme for 2. He's going to get a boost of 2. So he's going to scheme for 4. That's going to make underground distribution go away. We're going to pop this. And we come up with a secret rendezvous. All right, what's secret rendezvous? So when revealed, discard cards from the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Put that minion into play. Engaged with the first player. Advance to stage 2B. Okay, we're going to discard. And we hit the end of it, so I don't think we do anything at that point in time. So no baddie comes out. All right, advance to stage 2B. And that's essentially it's game over once he fills that one up. Okay. Oh, see, I've got these, see this right here? Asian lady beetles. I got a ton of those in here. I've been fighting them. And it's kind of crazy because I use a vacuum, take care of a bunch of them, and then more come back. It's like it's a never-ending thing of Asian lady beetles. They're awful. They're awful. All right. So we exhausted Klaw, so we're going to need a acceleration token, which I think I've got somewhere around here, or something that can represent an acceleration token. I thought I had, there we go, acceleration. It's going faster. All right, get out of here. All right, go with your friend. There's another friend over at the top of the table too. Okay, bum, 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 bum. That was the card. He is done at this point in time. We're over to the hero turn. All right, hero turn. So let's remember what Phoenix does here. Phoenix is, after Phoenix enters play, choose next to an ally, ready that ally, and heal 1 damage from it. Okay. We've got our armor. I would really like to get our armor into play. So let's flip on over to Magneto, and we'll use our magnetic pull. We might as well. Oh, we got my cape. Cape is after you exhaust magnetic pull, ready Magneto. Okay. And unfortunately, that's not a superpower. All right, so what do we want the most? I think we want my cape out there the most. So we're going to 1, 2, we're going to bring my cape into play. Let's see here. We'll throw this over here by the deft focus. All right. Ooh. So I bring Phoenix into play. She only attacks for 1, but she thwarts for 2. Nope. I'm going to hold on to Kid Omega, and we're going to bring my armor into play. All right. We're kind of building him up like Tony Stark. He's kind of like, got the Iron Man thing going on here. Okay. We don't have anything better to do, so we're going to go ahead and attack for 2. Exhaust, attack for 2. Claw goes down to 4. All right. That is the end of my hero turn. I don't think I've got anything else. I already did my pull, so I got my pull to get my cape, which would allow me to use my pull in order to put the cape on, but alas, too late. Could have played the armor before the pull, but I wasn't sure what I was going to get, so I didn't want to do that. And he came back. All right. So now we're going to draw back up. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and we need to shuffle, so we need another encounter card. I can unexhaust. Do some more shuffling here. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. Probably not, but we have a red bone coonhound, and my wife put him to bed for the night, and he's doing some barking right now. So one of the things is we moved from the city, Kansas City, out to Doniphan. So if you go look at our store, you'll see that the location has changed, like where we mail from and everything, because it's an online store. And part of it is we got a bunch of land. So land that we're on now, we ended up getting coonhound as a way to help take care of some of the raccoons and possums and things like that we got going on. So we're training him up right now. So not going to be like an indoor dog, he's going to be more of a work dog. So his kennel is right next to my workshop, which is where I'm at now, side by side with it. So the warmth from the workshop also helps like heat up his whole area, and all the concrete runs underneath it. So anyway, he's outside, he just got put away, and he's kind of loud, so I don't know whether you can hear him right now. Hopefully not, otherwise I'm going to have to do some editing. All right, it is my 5th card. Is still necessary, squared off. Okay. Villain's turn. First thing for the villain, he's going to get 2 threat on the main scheme because we're accelerated. All right. Second thing is Klaw. You're going to see Magneto out here, and he's going to want to come attack him. Do I defend against this one? I have my bubble. I like to preserve my bubble a little bit, so I do think I will defend. I'll defend against this, so I defend for 2. He's going to get 2 boost cards, so we get a 2. Discard a card at random from my hand. No! Okay. So I'm going to take 2, but I defend for 2, so I don't take any damage. He is going to take a retaliate of 1 from the bubble. And I have to discard a card. Actually, I really do not like facing Radioactive Man. He's one of the Masters of Evil that I hate running into. So having him go out in that way is probably better than him hitting the board. Although, with that big blast that does 7 damage, might be okay to get him on the board. Alright. Oh, actually, I've got the wrapped in metal stuff too. I wasn't thinking about that. I could use that to take him out. Alright. That was Klaw's attack. He didn't do any damage. He ended up taking a retaliate. Now we need some encounter cards. We got 1 encounter card, 2 encounter cards. Alright, first encounter card is Sonic Converter. So, for attacks and damages a character, stun that character. I have to do 3 resources to make that go away, and he gets +1 attack. Alright, and we have Assault. The villain attacks me. Alright. Of course, we get the Sonic Converter, then we're going to go Assault. And I ended up not getting my helmet. Like, I got my helmet and it went away, and now, yep. That's how this game works. Okay. Oh, actually, he's going to have a really tough time hurting me because of my bubble. Well, we'll see. He could do potentially lots and lots of damage, but I don't think so. Alright. Klaw's going to attack me. I'm already exhausted, so I can't defend. So he's going to come at me for 0, and he's going to get 1. He's going to get some boosts, 2. And if this activation deals damage to you, exhaust your hero. And it's not going to do damage to me, so I'm good. Okay, so he's going to hit me for 2. But actually, he hits my bubble for 2. So the bubble takes 2. Klaw takes 1 retaliate. Alright. That is the end of the villain's turn. We're over to the hero's turn. Okay. Wow, so how do we go about this? Now, the Sonic Converter's out there and I can't get rid of it. My magnetic pull will... So I could attack Klaw first, then use my magnetic pull, which will ready me and potentially give me some bonuses, and give me a card. But that'll bring Klaw out, and we'll go up to the bigger Klaw. Oh no, I'm exhausted. Shoot. Okay, so I don't have to worry about that because I'm already exhausted. Well, that answers that question. So I'm going to go ahead and do my magnetic pull and see what I come up with. So we get wrapped in metal. All right, that is a... Oh, that's only for... Let's make sure we read this right. So after you resolve your magnetic pull, if you discarded... I didn't discard anything, so it doesn't do me any good. Okay. So after I do magnetic pull, exhaust the cape and ready Magneto. Exhaust the cape, ready Magneto. Okay, Magneto's back up. My wrapped in metal doesn't do me any good because there's nothing out there. We can use a deft focus and a wrapped in metal to play Kid Omega. Then do we go ahead and which one do we want to do? Let's do the... So do I do a damage or do I remove a threat? I think we'll remove a threat. Okay. We will now exhaust Kid Omega to attack Klaw for 2. So you end up taking 1 damage, but Klaw 1 goes away and Klaw 2 comes out. Alright, Klaw 2. 1 revealed, search the encounter deck for the Immortal Klaw and shuffle the encounter deck. Alright. And he still gets the additional boost. Alright, so let's see if we can find Immortal Klaw, Illegal Arms Force, Old Grievances. There we go. The Immortal Klaw. So Immortal Klaw is going to come into play. Klaw gets plus 10 hit points. It's going to take 3 to get rid of that. And it's got an acceleration token, which is probably something I should have thought of before I brought that out, but hey, it's too late now. Okay. And we're going to put 3 on there, so 2, 1. All right, we will exhaust Magneto to take 2 off of the Immortal Klaw. Klaw now has 18 hit points. So, nope. 2, 1. I need a 10. I need a 5. Oof, that's a lot of hit points. Okay. Plus he has 10 from the Immortal Klaw. So we'll throw that on there down here. All right, lots of hit points. Okay, done. Got lots of stuff over here. That's all done. I think I am complete at this point in time. So unexhaust, unexhaust, unexhaust. Draw back up to 5 cards. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Villain's turn. We put 1, 2, 3 threat on the main scheme. Ouch. All right, Klaw's going to see Magneto out here. I still have my bubble up, so I'm going to go ahead and let him attack me. So he's attacking for 1. He's going to get 2. He's attacking for 2. He's going to get 2 boost cards. So we get another 1 and a exhaust each ally you control. Wah, wah, wah. All right, so he got a boost of 1. He had an additional 1. He starts with 1, so that's 3. So he hits me for 3. But actually, he hits my bubble for 3, which is going to put 5 on the bubble. Not quite the 6. And he's going to take a retaliate of 1. All right. We're going to draw a counter card. Counter card is Sonic Boom. When revealed, spend everything or exhaust each character you control. So if I spend everything, so either exhaust Magneto. Oh, I think I have to spend everything if I remember the rules right now. So I'm going to have to spend Asteroid M. I'm going to have to spend You Got This. Right? Oh, because it's a wild. So I don't have to spend Asteroid M. It could sub in for any one of the other cards. I'm not going to be able to play Phoenix, so I'm going to go ahead and let Phoenix go. So that's my mental. We'll let that go for my physical. And then we'll get rid of You Got This. All right. But that's the end of his turn. We're over to the hero's turn. All right. Hero turn-wise, let's see here. We've only got 1 on the Immortal Klaw. We really need to clean that up. We also need to clean this up a little bit too. So let's exhaust first, and we will thwart. I could Noble Sacrifice, but not yet. All right, so we're going to exhaust to thwart. We're going to thwart 2 off of Immortal Klaw. Immortal Klaw goes away. He loses 10 hit points. All right, now we do our magnetic pull. Magnetic pull. Face of the past, no. Won't stay down, no. You got this, no. Squared off, no. Noble sacrifice, no. So I have one of each resource now. So now I'm just looking for a magnetic card. Nope. Nope. There we go. All right. So I did get one of everything that's out there. So I've got a +1 attack, +1 thwart, +1 defense. And I unexhaust because of my cape. All right. Let's see here. I could get Asteroid M into play. I have a whole lot of threat on here that I'm concerned about. I've also got another round, probably with my magnetic bubble. I could flip over and put 3 cards back in, but I'm not all that concerned about those 3 cards. But if I use my magnetism, get Asteroid M, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So here's what we're going to here's the way we're going to play it. We're going to exhaust to thwart for 3. That'll knock this down to 1. Okay. Next up, we will attack with Kid Omega. Kid Omega attacks for 2. Falls down to 15. Kid Omega will go away. We will use our Master of Magnetism to play Asteroid M. It comes into play. All right. Then we're going to flip over to Eric, which says, after you change this form, shuffle the top 3 cards of your discard pile back into your deck. So we're going to put White Queen, Kid Omega, and Master of Magnetism back into the deck. And we'll do some shuffling. And we'll be done at this point in time. Oh, no, we won't. We have Asteroid M also. Exhaust Asteroid M, shuffle the topmost magnetic card in your discard pile into your deck, and heal 1 damage from your identity. So let's do that. We'll exhaust Asteroid M. Since we're in the process of shuffling, we're going to look for our topmost magnetic card, which is Wrapped in Metal, and heal 1 from my identity. Bing! All right. Unexhaust lots of things. Finish shuffling. I'd really like to heal that magnetic bubble back up. That would be sweet. But doesn't really work. All right. Doing some shuffling. Got a lot of cards on the board, so my little hand here is feeling, the deck that I've got is feeling a little bit thin, which is good. It's kind of what I want. I'd really like some of that stuff to throw at Klaw to stun him and do bunches of damage to him. That would be sweet. Okay. Draw back up to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Villain's turn. First thing we've got is 1/2 threat on the main scheme, so it goes up 2. And that's a little bit scary. Klaw is going to see Eric out here, so he's going to scheme. He's scheming for 2. He's going to get a boost of 2, so he's going to scheme for 4. Yeah, we're right on the edge. All right, we're going to draw a counter card. Counter card is, what do we got? Caught off guard. When revealed, discard an upgrade or support you control. If no cards were discarded, this gains surge. Okay. Upgrade or support that I control. I have a very big list. We're going to let Death Focus go. Yes, we're going to let Death Focus go. No, we'll let Asteroid M go. All right, Asteroid M is gone for now. Could have used it next turn, but it's all right. All right, into the villain's turn. We're over to the hero's turn. Boy, we either need to do a lot of thwarting or we need to take him out this turn. Okay. we're going to flip on over to, because we don't have any alter, nope, no alter ego stuff here. So we're going to flip on over to Magneto. All right. We could get a minion out there, wrap him in metal. I don't know that that does us much good. We can throw metal shards at him for 7. So first, why don't we go ahead, we try to take him out this turn. So I know for sure that I can do 2 plus 7 is 9. Come back and do 2 more. So I could do 11. So if I get another damage, I can take him out. I need to take at least 2 off of here because, I need to take at least 3 off of here. No, 2. It's going to go up by 2. So I need to spend at least 1 of these thwarting off of there. So I probably should do that first because I could get boosts to bring me back up. Okay. We will exhaust Magneto to thwart for 2, or take 2 off of the secret rendezvous. All right. We will use our magnetic pull ability. And we get, she's not magnetic, but that is magnetic. All right, so electric magnetic blast is remove 3 threat from a scheme. If this removes the last threat from that scheme, you may discard an attachment with the text hero action or hero response. So I would have to get rid of the last. Okay, sorry. Let's go back a little bit. So let's see here. I discarded Surge, and she was an energy resource. So I get +1 defense. Well, that's not what I was hoping for. All right. I do unexhaust, but my cape is exhausted. Okay. What was going back to this is I can use this to get rid of the sonic converter that Klaw has, potentially, and take threat off of the main scheme. Would be nice. I do think I want to do the metal shards. So we're going to use our Master of Magnetism and our Deft Focus. Because I exhaust that. One that's a superpower, so we deal 7 damage to an enemy. If I defeat an enemy, I get a tough status card. That doesn't happen, but I do 7 damage to an enemy. So he's down to 8. All right. From 15 down to 8. And next up, do I electromagnetic blast? It's not going to take, so I could do that. I would knock that down. I could electromagnetic blast and get the sonic converter out of there. I think that, so, okay, let's think about this. I can attack right now for 2. That would knock him down to 6. That still isn't a guaranteed win next turn. Well, he's probably going to attack me. He'll take a retaliate, right? So that would mean next turn I can do 5 damage to him. He's got a total of 8. Right now I would attack for 2. I think that would still leave him with 1 health with my quick napkin math here. Could draw a card and do some extra damage, but I don't know that that will happen. So let's do the electromagnetic blast. That's going to cost me 2. I'm going to use both of these noble sacrifices to do electromagnetic blast. All right, discard an attachment. So, oh no, that's only if this removes the last threat, you may discard an attachment. Oh, okay. Still, taking off the 3 is good. So we'll knock that down. Okay. Now, I think I go ahead and attack anyway and knock him down a bit. Yes. Because really my bubble should protect me from the attack. I'm going to be really hurting if he comes through after that. But, so we'll exhaust. We're going to attack for 2. We'll take him down to 6. End of the villains. Oh, end of my turn. So I'm going to discard these cards. I don't want a new hand. We're going to let those go away. Going to get rid of that. We're going to draw back up to 5 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, there's the metal shards. Okay. Villain's turn. First thing, 2 threat on the main scheme. Klaw is going to see Magneto out here. He's going to come to attack. I've still got my magnetic bubble up. I'm going to let him attack. He's attacking for 1. He gets 2 boost cards. Oh, he's attacking for 2. He gets 2 boost cards. And he's got 1 boost there and deal 1 damage to each hero. No! Oh, that's going to hose me so bad. Okay, so we've got the deal 1 damage to each hero. My magnetic bubble is going to take that damage. And it's going to discard the magnetic bubble. Not part of the plan. Totally not part of the plan. Okay, so that means that he's going to come through and he's going to do 2 damage to me. After Klaw attacks and damages a character, stun that character. Oh, I'm stunned. No! All right. Grr. All right. End of the villain's... Oh, no. Is that the end of the villain's turn? That's the end of the villain's turn, right? Please tell me that's the end of the villain's turn. Whirlwind. No, I need to draw an encounter card. Yep. Encounter card. Encounter card is Tiger Shark. Tiger Shark comes in and gets a tough status card. Okay. All right. My turn. All right. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to attack and get rid of my stun. All right. Second thing I'm going to do is use my genius, exhaust my def focus, and I'm going to do metal shards on Klaw. Boom! Deal 7 damage to an enemy. There we go. I take out Klaw. I get the win. It was pretty close there for a little bit. Pretty close. So, I think I got the win. It has been so long since I played against Klaw. I forget all the crazy stuff that he has that comes up. And I thought I was horribly hosed there when he hit me with that special attack at the end. But we got through it. Dang, the whirlwind. The Masters of Evil just, I forget all their little abilities and stuff they do to mess you up. Anyway, there we go. Took Magneto against Klaw. Feel like I've got the win. You guys will probably find some other thing that I missed, but you know, that's the way it plays. And really, I think with these games, I'm not intentionally trying to get away with anything. So if I happen to get away with something, I do feel bad about it, but I don't feel horrible about it. Like it's not the end of my world that I missed a rule. Like, oh yeah, I'll try to be better next time. But I feel good, and that's why we play these games, is to ideally get some enjoyment out of it, feel like you're doing something, building up. Even when you fail, you know, you kind of feel like you did something and we're kind of achieving a goal, or we're on your way to the goal. Even if you fell a little bit short, at least you were trying, and ideally you learned something. So, all right, there we go. We got the win. So the next one up is going to be Magneto versus, I don't know. You'll have to let me know what you think. Magneto versus Magneto? I don't know. Who do you think I should fight against next? Maybe I should do a 2-player with Magneto. What's another enemy, another villain that has a lot of... Ooh, Ultron's going to throw things out like crazy. I really didn't get I was hoping to make use of the wrapped in metal and throw things, but it really didn't do me any good. So Ultron might be neat. I really like to kind of expand out of the basic set, maybe move on to some of the later sets and try a villain out of there. Have a villain you would recommend me go out against with Magneto? Let me know. Maybe it needs to be another, kind of X-Men foe / villain type thing. Juggernaut, maybe. I don't know. No, we made the helmet for Juggernaut. That seems silly to go against. Anyway, let me know in the comments what you think. And want to do me a solid, subscribe, like, and hey, my store, crazyjackalope.com, I'm selling Marvel Champion stuff. These little boards, I make these and I sell these online. These little tokens, well, I don't make them and sell them online. But, I got the boards that you can put the tokens in. So, it's about half of it. Anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.